Hey there, Kendall here. So tonight's video is really focused on communication and the importance of it. You know, all day long I've been doing coaching appointments and I've been talking all day long. And I've been working with couples and with singles, and I even connected to somebody that I deeply love. And the whole thing that it comes down to is communication and the importance of it, and the importance of how we are communicating. It is not just actually the words that we say often cannot even be heard because of so many other things, like our tone, our body language, the thoughts that we are thinking about the other person, as though we know what they're going to say or we know what they mean before they even say it. And you know, these things that we think that we know about the other person. So we're psychic, we have ESP, we can, we're in the other person's heads and we just know what they're going to say. Well, that causes actually a wall, because we're no longer listening to our partner. We're no longer actually hearing them. What we're actually doing is we're reacting to this trigger that we have based on past, instead of letting the person just show up in the moment for who they really are and hearing them. We're actually caught in thought around, there's this light that keeps shining on the screen. We're caught in this emotion from the past, not even the emotion in the moment. And we're looking at how we believe somebody is going to feel, react, what they're trying to say, and we completely miss what they're saying. And then the other person, our partner, is sitting there going, well, I've communicated this to you, I've shared this with you, I told you that. But what they're not understanding is that their words really mean nothing, because their tone, their body expression, those past shit has all gotten in the way of the words. So it's like you're just going and you don't really hear your partner. This goes both directions. It is never a one-way street. Okay, in communication, and in critical communication, as I'm going to call it, because a lot of the times we communicate through our pain and through our criticism, when what we actually need to be doing is having supportive communication. And that means that we support each other and we show appreciation, gratitude, love. And when there's ways that we can critique somebody or share our pain without it coming out as though it's a stab. Okay? And those are the things that we need to start looking at. Like, where am I throwing knives in my communication instead of throwing roses, you could say, right? And wouldn't it be nicer if we actually threw roses than knives? Often, though, we throw knives in our communication and our relationships, and we make it absolutely difficult for ourselves to be expressed and heard. And then we don't feel seen, we don't feel felt, we don't feel connection, and it's all in how we are choosing to deliver the communication. So I want you to look at that question right there of, how do I deliver my communication to my partner? How do I deliver my communication to my child? How do I deliver my communication to my friend, my colleague, anybody that you're communicating with? What is your delivery? Because that's the importance. Not so much the words, but the delivery. I hope that this was helpful. My name is Kendall Williams. You can find me at www.kendallwilliams.com for more tips and coaching, and be sure to check out my $27 a month coaching program, where I do talk a lot about this kind of stuff, but I get into the juicy little things. And for guys out there, I teach you how, what's going on in us women's heads, and how to relate to us a little bit better, and how to understand us a little bit better. And ladies, I teach you how to really capture a man's heart. And that means understand a man and understand how you can just make a few little tweaks to actually get into his heart and be that woman that he's always thinking about. Ladies and gentlemen, there's also a co-ed group out there that I work with, and this is where I actually show a lot of different relationship stuff and a lot of different sex stuff. Right now we're talking about tantric sex skills in there and a whole bunch of really awesome stuff, but you know, I have that available. It's all in the $27 a month coaching program. You can find that under the $27 a month coaching program on the tab on my website, which is www.kendallwilliams.com.